The arguments on your side of it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. During the course of my speech, I'll be providing you with some rebuttal and also 2 points that I'd like to contribute to the debate. I'd like to start off with my rebuttal to the leader of the opposition, Simran. What she spoke about was the middle class, that we on the proposition created this notion that the middle class are hijacking the system. I'll be addressing that in one of my 2 points. And then the main point made by Riddy, the deputy leader of the opposition, is about the glorification of essentially grammar schools and therefore making children feel like failures. Now, to address the point of Simran, she spoke about the fact that these grammar schools are not hijacked by middle class, and I also believe the chief whip of the opposition also spoke about how these exams are based on talent. I'll provide you some statistics. Picture this, 550 parents. Now, 81% of their children were coached. Of those 81%, 50%, so 50% had tutors, right? The average amount of money spent on them was £700 for 90 minutes of tuition per week.
Excuse me, sir.
Professor Brendan says that there's a 40% increase in the results shown by the children who were coached. Therefore, this is not about talent opposition. This is about middle class people who, yes, have aspirations, coaching their children, I will take it in a minute, coaching their children so that they can come into this education system and be isolated. Yes.
But to be coached, it still requires a sense of understanding of the topic. They're not coached right from the beginning.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I take your point. I take your point. However, as the chief spoke about talent, let's address this and this idea. Talent, right? It has to be present. I agree. But tuition is harnessing that talent. Now, that talent has been harnessed for one child, but not been harnessed for another child. If the statistics show, I do not claim, madam, that they help the results. The statistics show that 40% increase in the results. How can anyone sit here and tell me that is justified? Moving on to my second point. The fulfilment of the purpose, the actual purpose of why grammar schools we're talking about, which was touched upon by the Prime Minister, and the fact that they're detrimental to the education of children. Now, Professor David Jensen of York University conducted some research into this, and what they found was when they compared the GCSE results, that of a comprehensive system, a council where the comprehensive system was in authority and a council system where the grammar school system was in authority, the grammar school authority was 48%. The comprehensive school authority was 52%. These are the amount of 5 A-stars to C which the government compares, showing that comprehensive schools clearly have the talent and 11 plus is actually not fulfilling its purpose. And I quote, "The argument does not hold up for the very pupils the grammar schools are supposed to exist for." He then goes on to say, Professor Jensen, and I quote, "There is no advantage to these pupils in attending a grammar as opposed to a comprehensive."
Excuse me, sir. If a comprehensive school is able to receive the same results as a grammar school is able to, how is a grammar school detrimental to the education provision in the UK?
Thank you very much, Leader of the Opposition, for you lead me on to how it is. Because when we send aged 11 children into an exam, picture it, you're sitting there under pressure, your parents have told you, this is the only way you're going to make a future of yourself. You fail to get into that exam. That is detrimental to the social and mental well-being of that child. While 52% of those children may have got higher, while 4% may have done higher, let's not forget the 48% that didn't get 5 A-stars to C, and that is very much and can very much be a result of the fact that they were labelled as a failure by the grammar school education system when they were at the tender age of 11. Continuing on, one of the points also made, but I think it was mentioned by the Leader of the Opposition and went on to the Deputy Leader of the Opposition, was this issue of facilities. Oh, well, grammar schools have all the facilities. I don't know if you'll know, but Miss Hernandez Estrada, I recently received a letter, I would say 2 months ago, requesting funding. And I quote from her letter, "In real terms, the funding for grammar schools has gone down. The money is being ploughed into comprehensive schools." So therefore, in terms of this idea of resources, that just completely is negated. Okay, and then my final point about the fact that grammar schools were created as a vehicle of social mobility, but a 40% increase in results 50% of children are being coached by their parents. These are middle class parents. It is not there for the working class. It is there for the middle class to shove their children into school. The working class are completely ignored. The system is completely flawed, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you support this motion. It is the only logical manner to respond to this motion. Thank you very much.